John Augustine back again. Now, time to start asking questions. This is an article by Father Chris Hayden. And he says, let's explore exploration. Small children love to explore. Correct and right. In my time, that's what we did. Ask the mother who discovers that her little girl has been washing her hair in the toilet. Or think of those handy clips that allow adults to open cupboards while blocking access to little hands. Or simply consider the common phrase about eyes in the back of one's head. Oh, yes, I heard that many a time. Yes, small children love to explore. But by the age of 4, they're all grown up and ready to consider their place in the world, right? Wrong. Wonderful progress may well have been made, but the parents of 4-year-olds continue to limit their freedom. They certainly don't allow the little ones to explore without supervision. Correct and right. Yet not all grown-ups see things this way. According to some serious-minded people, by the time children reach 4 years of age, they should be given information about the right to explore gender identities. Did you ever hear that? No, 4 is not a typo. And yes, this sounds insane, but according to the World Health Organization, this is just how it should be, and the United Nations as well. A deeply flawed understanding of human sexuality. Let's be clear, this is not an abstraction, an exaggeration, or wild speculation. It's about today's children, our children. A serious document published by the World Health Organization with the intention of exercising a direct and concrete influence on education throughout Europe, and concrete influence on education about wants little children to be shaped by a radically altered and deeply contested understanding of human sexuality. And let's not take refuge in the notion that the writers of the document are tucked away in some office abroad where they can do no harm. Their ideas are being enthusiastically received here in Ireland. There's another great lad, that's John Lacken in Sancte Humani Sancte. He's written books and he's done tours in every county, and he writes about this gender business, which is dreadful. You'll be hard pressed to hear anyone voicing public approval of the plan to indoctrinate 4-year-olds, but don't be fooled. Silence does not indicate disapproval. Rather than asking critical questions, which is precisely their business, some journalists go to desperate lengths to give ideology a free pass. A fact-check article in the journal is pointed out Not that the exact wording of the WHO, the World Health Organization document is give information about as opposed to teach. How many teachers make use of that fine distinction? How many pupils? Load of nonsense. The media at the present time is next to useless as regards standing up for the Catholic faith. But the Christian TV Ireland project, when it gets going with donations, won't be suffer from that nonsense. We'll speak the truth as Jesus taught the way and the truth. We'll stand up for faith and certainly won't stand idly by, as the fellow says. We'll certainly, our faith has been, it's been, what's the word? It's nearly like the communists. Do it our way or not anyway. Ireland's educational establishment. Our primary school system has many fine, dedicated teachers. However, Ireland's largest teaching union, the Irish National Teachers Organisation, the INTO, they're gone astray in the head. They're not fit for the education that they got. They're too stupid to know right from wrong. Seems to be buying uncritically into the ideology being promoted by the World Health Organization, WHO, who, while it does not explicitly endorse the age of 4 as the point by which children should be, in inverted commas, given information regarding the right to explore gender identities. The INTO is training its members to teach gender ideology to children. Did you ever hear that? Like, it must be nuts. They're absolutely dreadful, aren't they? They ought to be ashamed of themselves. An information video for teachers depicts children asking, so boys can change into girls and girls can change into boys. Did you ever hear that? Like, such evil. Is it the elite trying to limit families and this population of nonsense that the like of the Greens and other idiots present? Children asking, so boys can change into, to which the teacher answers yes. The teacher addressing fellow teachers states, a few weeks later I introduced the pupils to non-binary identity. Did you ever hear that? Like, they were giving out about nuns that taught the truth and did great education for ones that would be nearly illiterate. Wasn't for them, these idiots here wouldn't be in the position that they are in. And look what they're at. They're giving out about nuns. What about these? What is happening here? First, the genuine wish to show compassion and kindness to all is being hijacked by ideology. Second, a deeply controversial understanding of gender, widely disputed by neurologists and psychologists, is being presented as gospel. Third, this is taking place without any consultation with the wider educational community, most notably absent our parents. I'll read more of that tomorrow. Isn't it sobering? I don't. We thank God we're reared with a proper system, and we had to have our hands, and there was physical punishment. But at the end of the day, we were all treated like that, so we didn't really bear grudges because you got a foundation. You weren't indoctrinated like these poor children, and they're not out playing the way we used to take, but the way we did. Hopscotch and all the rest of it with the little girls when we were little fellas. There was none of this separation. And then we were all going to our different schools, except when we were in the infants, up to first class. And we made our first communion. And then you were up to the boys, and the girls went to the girls. And then in other places, they went to the Christian brothers, or the Mercy, or the Presentation sisters, or the other sisters that was teaching. We got a great education, and not alone a great education, a foundation. And none of this indoctrination. So this is a new thing that this crowd is printing, and parents are with young children are left in the lurch. But I know that the schools now that are being started in Limerick and Cork and Dublin and elsewhere, that get no money from this state, because if they give you money, they're going to call the agenda. They're so evil. They're absolutely desperate. I don't know who they think they are. I don't support them whatsoever, except the pro-life ones that's there. They're few and far between. So we'll speak about this again, because it has to be spoken about, and people have to know. And it's extraordinary that they're doing things that the communists did, and the Germans and the Nazi crowd, taking out crosses out of hospitals and all this. They're doing stuff that's absolutely despicable. What's wrong with them? They're not being challenged, and they need to be challenged and asked to account for what they're at. Christian TV will certainly not stand idly by. We'll make them happy if we possibly can, and we'll certainly stand up for the faith, and there'll be good programs to encourage people to stand foursquare for this marvellous Catholic faith that we have, and then others that have a Christian faith and believe in God and that kind of thing. So there we are. We have to weigh all these things up and see where we can help. So there you are. Support the Christian TV Ireland project with donations. Don't be hanging about depending on this, that, or the other. They will license me for this crowd that doesn't support what we believe in. Okay, bye now.